Hello traders and welcome to the PL Capital Commodity Report. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, just after 3 p.m. Central Time. In this video, we're going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's start. All right, looking at the futures contract. This is that November contract. And I've had to readjust this. I thought that this coming down was a leading diagonal, but I think what I missed, there's a little contracting flat right here in the middle that threw my count off. So I think this is just a three-wave move down. And so what I want to see now is actually for them to come and break this top, this 3485, because then I think I know what pattern they're making on this contract. So if we go out, zoom out a little bit, I think they're making on this one it is going to be a triangle even on this contract. So this three-wave move, that's A, came down in 3 for B, broke the low, came up in 3, and then this 3, so we got A, B, C, D, and now this last wave, it looks to me like they're making a leading diagonal. So that's 1, 3 waves down for 2, here's 1, 2, big blast for 3. Looks like they completed 4 today. And so I want to see them come up in 3 waves, break that high, and I assume that they'll break 3, 4, 8, 5, and that'll be 5 waves. But this last wave, if they're making this triangle, it needs to be 3 waves. So then you get a pretty decent sized correction, but one more up, and then you'll have your A, B, C, D, and E will probably finish up somewhere like 3595, could go up, all the way up to 3983 would even be totally reasonable. So I'm looking for this to be the ending of this triangle. But short term, I think there's more up, and then there's going to be a decent sized correction, and you definitely want to be in the buy on whenever they pull back. Obviously the deeper they come, the better for you. But we'll have to see where this 5-wave move ends to see what the target will be for this 3-wave pullback. But I'd only be looking for buy setups, even up here. To me, it looks like they need to complete this in 3 waves, and they're just completing the leading diagonal portion. So only looking for more buy setups going up. And then if I look at, this is that natural gas ETF for CFDs, and this would make sense too, because then we have an A, a B, and now they're completing a C wave, and so far, it looks like it's an ending diagonal. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this, it doesn't even look like this 5th wave is done yet either. Like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can't tell because there's just like this 1, 2. I don't even think this leading diagonal on this chart is done either. So it's nice that both of these charts seem to be lined up. So this chart still says more up, get a bigger correction, and then still one more up. And then you'll have a 5-wave ending diagonal. So both of those charts, even though they're different patterns, both say more up to me. All right, let's go on to oil. And I'm going to drill down. So, we had that massive sell-off, really sharp, and then the more spiked, gapped up and spiked up to 87. And so now it's correcting. And so if I drill down into like a 30, I think what they're doing here is just doing A, B, and now they're doing an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd like to see them come and break that low that they set today. Break that 83.11 one more time. That'd be the fifth wave. And I think that'd just be an ABC correction. One more up, go break 87.24. And then all in all, then that'd be a nice ABC correction. And so, anywhere once they break that high, then I'd only be looking for a sell setup. But once they do break 81.50, I think that if they're just going to make a simple ABC correction, under 81.50 is going to be a great buy zone. So above 87 is, I started looking for a sell setups to take it down one more, but under 81.50 then I'd only be looking for buy setups. All right, let's go on to copper. Go out to a 2-hour chart here. So I think what they're doing is they're making an ending diagonal. Go out to a 4-hour chart here. So we had this leading diagonal, this ABC correction, and now I see this 1, 2, 3, and now they came up into this zone, and so far there's 3 waves coming up. Actually, yeah, there's 3 waves coming here. Now they could, like this was really sharp, so I could see them, and then they corrected up. I could see them actually coming down and then still going up one more time, just because this was just a pretty quick correction. But once they come back up into this, 3, 6, 7 zone, I think what it is that's 1, then this will be 2, and then they'll go down for a 3, 4, and a 5. And then that'll complete. So you have a 1 or A, B, and C. So I'd be getting ready to buy copper, but I think you're gonna be able to buy it under 3.549 and probably more like 3.5-ish. We'll have to see where these waves end, but I think this is just going to get real choppy and the waves are going to get smaller and smaller, but somewhere under 3.549 is going to be a great buy setup. All right, gold. Okay, so gold I think completed a leading diagonal. And so what I'm looking for is a correction up and then one more down. And they've already come into, if they want to make a shallow correction, they could be coming in. Now this was pretty steep up, so I think this is just like the first part of the correction. Then you get like a B wave and then at least one more up. So if you missed this pump up, I'd wait for a healthy pullback and then be looking for buy sides for just a short-term trade. Now, if they do happen to come all the way up to 1919 into this red area that I have, there's a possibility that this is going to be a running flat. So instead of 1, well, yeah, that'll be A, and then this whole piece I think could be A, B, C, and then if they come just really flying up, hardly any pullbacks, just coming up, I think that's the C wave then. And then you'll have that look. And so then it'll be A, B, and then they'll come back down for C. So, but either way, I mean, it's either a leading diagonal, going to correct up and come back down, or this is a running flat. So it doesn't really matter. I still see that they need to do something. Either needs to be a real sharp move up to 1920, something like that, and then sell off, or just a normal correction, and that correction could be real big, but still, then there'd be one more down. So actually, like coming up, if they do real sharp, that actually wouldn't be a bad place to look for a sell setup for one wave down. But I think the safer play is just to let this, whatever this correction is, let it play out, let it come down, break 1810, and definitely be a buyer under 1810. And silver. All right, so silver is, it looks like they're going to be coming down, and I thought they might be doing just a 5-wave move coming down. But I think what this is, well, we got 3 waves here, and then we had this triangle. I think that's X. And then we've got just 1, 2, and 3. And then they were looking like they were just going to be creating a 4 and a 5. But because this has now come up and it didn't break the low, I think this is just a 3-wave move down. So what can be happening then is we might be doing one of these big complex corrections here. So this wave move, this 3-wave move, that's W. This is X, came down in 3 waves. I think that's Y. And now we'll have to see. I mean, the low could be in, because that's 3 waves, W, X, Y. I think, though, what they're going to do is they're going to come up for an X wave, and it's already come high enough that, it could be nearing completion. They'll come down in 3 waves one more time to take out that 2066 low. And that kind of matches up with what I see in gold. It'll have the same, like gold, I think, is going to correct up one more, but still come down. So I think, so that this X wave, I mean, it could come up real high, but I'd only, I think, either wait for an impulse and then a correction and buy down in here, or if this is just going to be a 3-wave move and they break 2066, then this is the place to be looking for the buy setup. All right, uranium. All right, so uranium is still, I think, in a correction. So you had the swift sell off, kind of a swift spike up, and now, then you had a swift spike down, straight up, pretty much straight down. So what I'd like to see them do actually is kind of correct up, come back down. So this would be an ABC correction. That'd be the B wave. This is the A, then that'd be B. Come back up, break 2648, and then that could be all the correction, because you had a spike down, and that would be A, B, C, and then looking for one more down. So let's see how this plays out. I definitely, in this zone, it wouldn't hurt to start looking for buy setups anywhere in here, because I think they will break 2445 one more time for this 4th wave. But you don't want to miss this, because I do believe it's going back up to break 2841. So, even if they do come and spike it down into here, and you catch, you should be able to at least catch up to here, and then you just have to make a decision on, do you want to, take some profit up here, knowing that it could potentially come back down one more time and break this low, and who knows how low it'll go. But that's a decision you have to make. But definitely in this 24 90s or so, I'd definitely be looking for at least a short-term buy setup. And if you can withstand it going up and coming all the way back down and going below you, I think that might not be a bad play, because, like I said, somewhere under here, I think then it'll start going up and some type of impulsive pattern going all the way up to break that top. So I'd only be looking for buy setups for uranium. All right, that's what I see on the commodities. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps. Good luck to you all. See you in the next video.